0800 Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Khalid here with another episode of Whatever In It.
Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 yo fam, whatever in it? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 yo fam, whatever in it?
Yo, 0800 Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? I'm Khalid Omari and welcome to episode 76. 76 episodes, you know, I'm 24 away from 100. I've taken like massive hiatuses in between that time. I've spoke a lot, I've chatted a lot of, some might say a lot of air, some might say that I helped them throughout these episodes. Sometimes some might say it was too prepared, others might say I shot from the hip a little too much. To be honest, today I haven't even got anything in mind yet, but there's just been a lot going on internally inside my head at the moment, and I feel like I'm at a crossroads where I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's sticky. It's getting to the same point that I was at, say, last year. Alright, I had just dropped Autobiography of a Nobody, etc. This year I find myself at a similar juncture where I've dropped 1012 BC. I'm looking at some of my creative stuff that I've dropped and I'm like, fuck man, it's really good. I really want to do this stuff, but maybe I don't do enough of it. You know what I'm saying? And to anyone out there that is having a wobbly time balancing their virtues and their endeavors with like what they do on a day-to-day and kind of where their energy goes, like, we're all in this together, man. Like, it's a mad thing. Like, it's a mad thing for real. You know, you can find yourself in a lot of situations where, you know, you have to code switch, you have to assimilate, you have to accommodate other people's ideas. And I feel like the theme for this week, was definitely started on Sunday. So me and my partner went to watch a talk with Edward Eninfo, who was like a prominent person in the fashion community, and he was being interviewed by Michaela McCowell, and he said this line, right? Michaela Cohen, she's asked him, do you ever get asked to change your ideas? And he was like, I don't get pushback, I get suggestions. And that resonated with me so much, you get me? Because on a day-to-day, in working life, or in life in general, you find that anytime you want to do something or you want to execute a plan of action or some form of idea, it's almost as though like 10 million people come with their suggestions. And before you know it, what you had conceptualized and what the vision was had kind of amalgamated into something else, because a lot of the cooks came and just added bits and pieces, so the flavor weren't the same, you know what I'm saying? And Edward also said something else that made me really batted the mic. But Edward said something else which really made me sit and think, and he was like, you know, when it happens or when I compromise too much, it's almost though I can't sleep. And it's true. Like, I recall something happening this week, like in the midweek or something, and it's like when all of these things came and it's like I couldn't get to sleep because it's almost as though somehow I knew that by the end of the cycle of that idea, like everything was just going to change. And it kind of did. And it leaves me thinking, I don't know. Sometimes things become very sterile, and when I feel like I can't be myself within something or within a particular environment, I start thinking, like, I need to be in an environment where I can be myself, and that's where the code switching comes in. I know that a lot of us go into environments and situations where, you know, we've had to assimilate for a very long period of time, and then it got to a point where it becomes like, fuck it, I'm just doing me. And it's like, when you kind of, I don't know, when you don't fit the mold, you start to feel like a sense of isolation in a way. And I think, I don't know, I'm just going through a weird, I don't know, I'm just going through a bit of a weird, I call it the wobbly moments. I'm going through that at the moment. Maybe this week I haven't been so intense on doing enough of my hobbies, like making music, editing videos, but I'm really just starting to question and think, what is my end goal? Like, what am I trying to achieve here? You know what I'm saying? What is the plan? Because ultimately I can't keep myself in a situation, not even a situation, but I can't keep doing the same thing expecting to get different results. You know what I'm saying? There's disruption companies and disruptive way of doing things, but it's like, what about me disrupting the trajectory, or me disrupting like the flow of what's happening within my working life? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a weird feeling, like when I listen to something that I've created, or as an artist, when you listen to something that you've worked on and you're like, raw, like you see potential in it, it's almost as though, you know, it gets to a point in life where you're like, can I keep kind of playing the night and day kind of thing when you're a different person? I guess eventually the superheroes in all of our favorite cartoons and films and stuff had to make a decision where they're like, yo, man can't really do this anymore, you know, like I kind of want to be within my superpower, within my community of people 24/7 doing this. And you know, it's the patience that creeps in, because yeah, man, I don't know, like basically I'm having inner conflict with myself, like, is it really worth it? Because I am waiting for something, for one thing, you know what I'm saying, one thing, and it will probably be delivered in 3 to 4 months. But then after that, what is the state of play? Well, what am I trying to do? And I'm just in that big massive dilemma, like, and I might be talking in ambiguity, I might be talking in code, but I just feel like I don't know how I feel at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I do not know how I feel. And yeah, it's just a weird situation. Not even a situation, it's just a weird set of circumstances. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Sometimes when you get enough time to think, to reevaluate, to do what moves you, you're kind of just like, okay, there's more to this existence than, you know what I'm saying? And I remember someone was like to me, when it no longer serves you, you just have to kind of find a way out. But ultimately, when man's looking at the conduits of change and stuff, I look at things and I'm like, I'm not moved by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what are the rewards? You know what I'm saying? Does the reward give me proper balance? And I know I spoke last week about maybe kind of doing my day job and then, you know, making sure that I'm on my virtues after hours and spending time doing that and everything else. But like, man, just want to pursue my virtues like full time. I just want to be in a space where I have the flexibility to do so. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very pensive episode, but I'm really at a place in life where I'm just reevaluating a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes when you have a lot an abundance of time to think. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I weren't even recording. I wasn't even recording this podcast. All right, I'm gonna pop it from the beginning. That's a mad thing.